there is a incredible explosion of research going on in neuroscience, and it is bringing to light the neurochemistry of all the ancient practices. There's a renaissance happening. Major companies like Apple and Google and Microsoft are bringing in people to teach their high-level execs how to get into flow states. Breathing practices are now being used by Navy SEALs to get them into a state of flow so that they can survive in the field. People are regularly using entheogens, which are these substances that produce an experience of God within. Through the study of Chinese medicine, tonic herbs, I have found some really incredible things that work. And with all of these developments coming, it's hard to make sense of it all. And it's hard to know which ones to implement at which times. The world has more decisions coming at us than ever before, more opportunities, more food, more abundance than we've ever had. And yet for many of us, our health is suffering. Our level of contentment is suffering. And as an entrepreneur myself, as a teacher of mind-body exercise, as someone who travels at least 2 weeks out every month, I know it as well as anybody that even when you know the practices, you don't always do them. We live in a time where people are hungry for authenticity and leadership, and they're looking for new direction. And yet these leaders, these entrepreneurs, they're givers. They're constantly putting themselves in service to their cause and their mission. And that's a beautiful phenomenon. However, there's a risk and a danger that I see all the time. I see it in myself, I see it in the people that are close to me, is that as we give and we burn the candle at both ends, we are in jeopardy of damaging our vision and our cause and our movement. When we're stressed, we don't have access to our frontal lobe and to our higher functioning brain. And then we respond in a way that's less than resourceful. And those kind of responses cause a ripple of negative effects in our companies, in our communities, in our places of work. There's a new breed of entrepreneur emerging, and I call that the adaptogenic entrepreneur. The adaptogenic entrepreneur knows when to push it, and they also know when to dial it back and rest. The adaptogenic entrepreneur understands the importance of their mind and their heart sets. They know how to use positive emotions and meditation to sync up the heart and the mind. See, when our heart gets out of sync through negative emotion, its electrical field actually scatters our brain waves. And in that state of non-coherence, again, we have the inability to make the best decisions possible and to react the way we need to keep our vision on purpose. The adaptogenic entrepreneur makes time for enlightened exercise or noble movement. This is where you microdose short periods of specific exercise into your day to increase your efficiency, to move qi and blood, and produce those feel-good neurotransmitters, dopamine and serotonin. Knows how to hack their sleep cycle, regardless of whether they're traveling or they're working on a project right up until the evening. They know how to get to sleep and get the highest quality sleep in the shortest amount of time. And the Pathway of Power live event is to put the tools of the adaptogenic entrepreneur in the hands of everyone who needs it. Right now, we feel that every person with a vision, every leader in their community, every healer should have the Pathway of Power in their own hands. That's what this is about. The adaptogenic entrepreneur combines all of these varied modalities into an alchemy of daily life, implementing them 5 minutes at a time, 2 minutes at a time. And they know to do something is better than doing nothing. And in this way, the adaptogenic entrepreneurs, the leaders, the visionaries, they're going to lead us out of this time. So if you've had a level of success in your life, if you're leading a tribe of people, if you have a business that you've got off the ground and now you're trying to scale it up, and you know that you need the edge, you know that you can improve your mental emotional focus, that you know you want to incorporate meditation and you want to incorporate herbs that replenish you, then I invite you to check out pathwayofpower.com and check out our live event coming up. Pathway of Power event is about sharing the latest research and allowing you to implement it into your life. And it is a blend of Taoist alchemy and modern neuroscience for real results.